I'm 20 years old, and I want to sell drugs. Today I'm here to share my business model with you, since I believe that amongst you are seated my very own customers, employees, and most importantly, my investors. Let's find out which ones of you are which. See, we all play multiple roles in society. Now, roles is a fancy way of saying how we're identified and classified in society. Say, for example, I'm a crafter, an entrepreneur, and a student. Let's have a show of hands. How many students do we have in the audience today? Wow, that's quite a lot. Parents? Teachers? Let's go a bit general. Relatives, friends. Wow. Congratulations. You can all be customers, employees, and investors. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's talk about the product first. So, I want to sell drugs that range from all over the spectrum. That means all kinds of substances that can be used and abused. Drugs that range from those that are recklessly given to hush crying babies, to those that are available in trash cans for the homeless, from those that are prescribed to patients, to those that patients self-medicate with, from those that help people do their jobs right, to those that help people forget the pain of not having a job. I'll have something for all of them, and I have something for all of you. I have incalculable profits for my investors, tons of produce for my users, and job security for my employees. And this is not even the good part. We have a market of about 250 million people worldwide. And I thought that since there's so many of us, why make this a local initiative? Let's sell drugs. Let's go global. The good part is we can make this market bigger. We can create and maintain demand. Studies show highly effective ways in which we can and have been a huge factor that led these 312 million people into using, abusing, and getting addicted to drugs. How? Well, suppose a new batch of university students walks in. Being seniors, consider it your moral, not moral, but consider it your responsibility to encourage these youngsters to experiment with drugs. Some of you have already been doing this, haven't you? Making people feel like this is their only way to acceptance? Hear me out. मर्द बन मर्द, तुझसे नहीं होगा. तू एक कश लगा के तो देख, एक से क्या होता है? Chicken? Puck, 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 puck. Sound familiar? Well, let's do more of what gets us customers. Peer pressure gets us a lot of customers. Do more of this with more people. Some of these juniors are genetically predisposed to becoming repeat customers. We wouldn't want to miss out on those profits, yeah? But I wouldn't encourage you to look for them. I'd encourage you to encourage everyone you possibly can. Because once their bodies get addicted, they become a repeat customer anyway. Why bother? This kind of peer pressure gets us investors and customers and employees, yes. But there's another kind of peer pressure that gets us even more employees and customers and investors. When societal norms and pressures and expectations pressurize families into abandoning, dejecting, and rejecting the needs of our customers, we and our products become their saving grace. Very filmy, yeah? Unlike their friends, we're healers, we're helpers. Unlike their teachers, neighbors, and relatives, we give them shelter, home, and refuge. We never abandon our customers, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how we make even more customers than we did with the peer pressure mentioned earlier. Now, there are other bodies that help us promote our products, specifically the media, by positively portraying drug use. The media has specific ways of doing this, mainly four. A, the media tells our youth that they need to be high to party. You need our drugs to have a good time. B, that by using our drugs, your cognitive ability will increase. Your creativity will improve. You can make better art. C, the media attaches meaning to the suffering that results from addiction. Devdas, anyone? Also, the media targets those in pain. Now, needless to say, there are a lot of people in pain in the world, and they are ready to do anything to feel better. Now, of course, this could be hindered by promoting better ways of catharsis, but that's unlikely to happen because healthier means of catharsis require more effort and sometimes more money than injecting, sniffing, and smoking your way to happiness requires. Buy from us. Now, but the question is, the demand that we're creating by deliberately being neglectful, judgmental, being the peer putting in pressure, or creating and sharing media content that promotes drug use, how are we going to cater to so many customers that we're going to be getting? This question bothered me, kept me up at nights, but I'd found the answer. And here it is. As long as the weak links in the criminal justice system continue to do their jobs wrong, we're golden. We can continue to provide our customers with produce. Problem solved. Now I'm confident that I've reeled in a lot of customers, investors, and employees today. And for those I still don't have convinced, I'm not a monster. I have a kind heart. I have pure intentions for the future. I want to be like my mentor, Pablo Escobar. I want to hand out cash to the homeless. I want to build housing for them. Construct 70 community soccer fields, build a zoo, and hey. While I'm at it, I might even make a rehab. And since everyone says your ends justify your means, aren't my means justified? Wow. Some of you investors don't look enthusiastic anymore about leading people from addiction to death. Well, to that I say, why should we care? Why should we care that we're turning this into this? Why should we care when we're making money off of it? Why should we care? We sell them a dream. What if it dooms them? We sell them an experience. What if it takes them to the grave? Why should we care? We sell them freedom. Who cares if it enslaves them? We sell them an escape. Who cares if it takes them to the grave? I say, why should we care? Why should we care? We, our seniors, employees, customers, investors, we, our teachers, relatives, neighbors, we are the general public. I'm Ayesha Ahmad. I'm 20 years old, and if I haven't made myself clear yet, I do not want to sell drugs. I do not want drugs to be sold, consumed, used, or gotten addicted to. I have realized that as long as the attitudes of the general public towards addicts don't change, no number of seminars and rehabs, no number of resolutions, none of the awareness campaigns are going to make a difference at the pace that is required. We are the general public. I've been very closely associated with a number of people who are on the verge of death because of drug use disorders. And I will forever take blame with everyone else who led them to this state. We've tried remedying the damage we've done by beating it out of them, by abandoning them, by rejecting them. Let's try being kind for a change, like true healers suggest. Let's try making a different world. And if you don't feel the need to participate in this active change, well, then you might as well send your checks, orders, and CVs to an ambitious drug lord. Because from where I'm standing, I see that if we don't make an active effort to change, more and more investors will continue to profit. More customers will continue to die. More loved ones will continue to suffer. And more 20-year-olds will want to sell drugs. Thank you.